Well, I got scammed yesterday. I was a victim of fraud. I was on Facebook and then I saw a post from one of my friends pop up, and it said that he had some items for sale because he had a family member that was going into a assisted living facility and didn't have the room to take these items. I looked through the items and I saw a bunk bed set, nice twin bed. And I thought about one of my grandchildren who just turned 1 year old. So I took a picture of it. I showed it to my wife, Lisa, and I said, "What do you think?" And when I asked him the price, he messaged me because he said he had you know, he didn't want to transact and tell the price over on Facebook page. He said he wanted $200 for it. I said, "Cool." And my wife said, Lisa, she said, "Yeah, do it." So I went back on Messenger and I said, "Yeah, I like to get it." And I said, "Let me have your address," because see, we've been friends on Facebook for several years, and we got quite a few mutual friends, and even some of my relatives. And I generally don't accept friend requests unless we have mutual friends. So he sent me his address, and then I said, call me on the phone," because I wanted to see him. And then he said, "I need a deposit and make sure you're serious. Because if not, somebody else wants it. So, somebody that, always wanted, or you only have a few left, that type of deal." So I was suspicious. Then I said, "Just call me." And he said, "I can't call you right now, but I'll send you my ID." And he sent me his ID, North Carolina state issue ID. And I recognized the face, I recognized the picture, and it had the address on there, which he had sent me the address. So I went ahead and sent the $100 I said, "Well, let me have the Cash App." And he gave me a woman's Cash App, but that didn't phase me because I've done that, before, dealing with family members. But after I gave the Cash App, after he gave me the Cash App, he said, "You sent it, you sent it." And I had sent it. And I said, "Man, something's not right." So what I did then, because he asked me, did I send it? I went and canceled it. And then he came back, "Are you there? Are you there?" I said, "Look, man, something ain't right. I don't know who you are, and you won't talk to me on the phone." I said, "I changed my mind. I don't want it." And as we was texting, it came up, transaction complete. And I'm like, "You asked me, did I send it?" And it comes up, transaction complete. Well, long story short, I donated $100. This morning I called Cash App. They open at 9 o'clock. And of course, they couldn't help me or nothing. The transaction was saying it's pending cancellation. And they said since it had been completed, there's nothing they could do. And I don't believe that. I don't believe there's nothing they could do. So I asked for a fraud department. I said, "Do y'all have a fraud department? Fraud department?" And the first lady I talked to said, "No, they didn't have one." I said, "What? Come on now, company this big, you don't take care of your customers like that?" And she said, "We don't have." I said, I don't believe you. I don't believe you." And she hung up on me. So I called right back, and I got a man this time. We was talking, and I said, "I got screenshots with timestamps of all this activity. You're not saying nothing. I can hear in the background." Then he comes back and said, "Transaction's been completed. There's nothing we can do for you, and we don't accept time screenshots is evidence. I said, really? I said, well, do you have a fraud department? He said, yes, we do. I said, well, I would like to talk to someone in your fraud department. Can you patch me over? Said, we can't do that. I said, what? He said, no, we can't, you can't contact the fraud department. I said, well, is there an address where I can send them something in writing? He said, you can't contact the fraud department. And I said, I don't believe you, man. I said, does that make sense to you that you have a fraud department that can't be contacted by a customer? And this fool said, yeah, it made perfectly sense to him because we couldn't take all that calling and people calling in. Okay, so you admitting that you got a shitty service and you got daily complaints and people calling in, but you can't give me an address where I could write a formal letter and lodge my complaint in an investigation and present my evidence? He said, no, he couldn't do that. The president is not going to talk to you. I said, I didn't ask to talk to the president. Hell, I don't want to talk to the president. I just want my damn money back. And I hung up on him. Be careful with Cashapp. You know, they're making billions of dollars with no protection. Now, I've got it all over my social media, and I hear a lot of people saying that they got the business account, and that's much better. But, you know, I don't have a business. And the people that told me that, some of my friends, you know, they are entrepreneurs and they have businesses. But Cash App has competition. So I think I'm going to open me a Zelle and Vimo account so I can cover that. The only reason I have Cash App is so I can cover down on my children and my grandchildren. And they're about to lose thousands of dollars of my business. You know, because they charge you if you use the ATM. Hell, they charge you if you put money in the account. I hit the cash five for $250, and they charged me to send the money back to my account. Just crazy, man. But anyway, that's my rant. Watch out for Cash App. Watch out for scams because they're getting real clever. I've been a attempt. This was a good one, and I actually rode by the man's house. It looked abandoned, yard all unkept, stuff stacked in the carport, washer on the porch. Looked like had nobody lived there in quite a while. Be careful out there, man. The people that don't want to work and make an honest living, is their sole purpose is to rob you. And they're going to get just what they deserve. Peace. Have a good 2024.